Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Bitcoin, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Now if you have not yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find on down there, so why not go ahead and check it out today. Okay, in this video we're going to start off with our hourly chart. Binance as our data source here. Let me just remove that from here, and we've got the support and the resistance lines on here as well. We've also got a couple of buy signals. We haven't actually flashed up anything on the sell side of things just yet, but we should be very aware that we've kind of got these areas of resistance that we're fighting right now. Okay, so obviously we've got our wave counts. These are all looking pretty good so far. We are still expecting this 5-wave move down, so 1, 2, we'll have some kind of 3, 4 and then 5, still targeting out that 28,255. So that hasn't changed there, but we should also be aware that it's possible that this is a slightly different structure as well, but for now I think that's still valid. We are still aiming for that $28,255. Bring the stochastic RSI into play. You can see that we've got to pull back down to the oversold area, so hopefully that will complete wave 3. We then move up slightly for wave 4 and then down to wave 5. Once we complete this zigzag pattern, again we remove that, which is our ABC here, so A, B, C, just like so. Okay, that's our zigzag. So once that is done, that'll basically allow us to then progress on up towards our $33,290, which is our fourth wave high on a slightly larger time frame. Okay, so we're still looking to kind of finish this B wave low. It's going to come down to about $28,000, I think, and then of course we're looking for 33,200. If we actually bring that stochastic RSI into play, you can see that this 8 hourly has some progression to it. The 4 hourly has a little bit of progression, but for the most part we are looking for a daily drop, right? And it's the daily chart that's really taking a look at this low point of 22,900. If I actually put it onto the 8 hour, you can see all my other wave counts here, but you can essentially see that this is about 22,967, but we did refine it ever so slightly based on a 33,290 high. This actually makes it between 23,000 and 25,000, but it'll be interesting to see where this kind of this low point actually lands. I think essentially we've got quite a lot of areas down here that we want to be focusing in on, pretty much anything from 19,800 all the way up to about $25,000, but I think for the most part it's going to be right inside this little sweet spot as I've marked up here, as where we actually find the bottom of this bearish phase for Bitcoin. So when we remove that, and I'll just bring this up into our daily here, and as I bring this structure out, you can kind of see exactly kind of what I'm thinking in terms of where the entire structure of this is likely to move, right? So basically what we've got here is this 5-wave move. It starts from down here in December of 2018. We move up into basically June 2019, down for the pandemic crash of March 2020, straight up to the highs of November 2021, and then obviously pulling down to where we are, right? And then I'm looking for that next run up. Now you can look at this as multiple cycles if you want. I know a lot of people kind of say that we're in a bear market, and it's for the altcoins I totally agree, right? Those altcoins are very much in a bear market because of the value that they've dropped down, but Bitcoin hasn't dropped down to its bear market lows that it's seen before, and in doing so you would have to completely wreck your history and come significantly lower in order to have those 84% drops. Instead, what I'm seeing here is reversal patterns more than likely going to happen just here, just above the previous all-time high, keeping that level as unbroken. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but it's possible that you still do pull back down. Essentially though, you can look at this as our bear market low was over here, and this could be our next bear market low. The pandemic crash was a black swan event over here, and if that wasn't the case, we would not have dropped down this low, and we would have actually progressed up much faster than we did. So it's an interesting kind of take here, and I think essentially what we've got is a really interesting kind of time for Bitcoin. So All of that's looking pretty good on our macro scale. Like we're not overly concerned about anything here at Cheeky Crypto. Essentially, this is the opportunity to really get into those fantastic deals at those discounted rates, like Chris and I did way back over in this this pandemic crash, right? Able to really get involved once you kind of know that you've got a really good structure going up and you've had that kind of level of retracement and it didn't break that low point. Then essentially what we had here was a fantastic opportunity to ride it up here. Now, we still think this structure hasn't finished. We still think we've got this fifth wave high, and therefore, ultimately, we're still invested. We haven't exited out at the tops here. Instead, all we've done is basically accumulate during these kind of pullbacks here, and these are significant pullbacks. And then, of course, we are looking at riding up quite nicely. Now, for this, if we are as to think that this goes down to 22,900, we are talking about moving up to $89,000 or between $89,000 and $136,000. Okay, so that's kind of where Bitcoin could potentially end its fifth wave high. Okay, so again, there's lots of different ways we could count it. We could count that as wave 3, this is wave 4, and this is wave 5. That's a valid wave count, but incredibly rare. It doesn't normally happen like that. So instead, what I've done here is I've now considered our 22,900 range as our low and our $69,000 high as the high point of our third wave, meaning that we will dissect wave 3 as an extended wave with 5 waves in itself, right? And we can see we've got pretty good progression up here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got 5 waves inside there. We could have this. So I think essentially we could look at this as a 5-wave structure with a sub 5-wave structure of each section, each section, if I can get my words out. And then we're just pulling down into this really complex corrective move, which is looking like a 335 correction to take us down towards 22,900. And then essentially from here, we are hopefully going to see a really good 5-wave structure go on up to at least $89,000 for Bitcoin. And as a result of that, many of those altcoins will also start to get serious traction again, and they should hopefully rally on up. Now, some of them have broken out of really good structures and others have not. So again, I think they are definitely inside some kind of bear market structure, which means they'll be looking for starting a new run. Whereas Bitcoin here, I don't think has necessarily finished this structure, and I think there's going to be a complete collapse afterwards. And that's something that we really should kind of consider slightly longer term. Now, I'm not going to go on anymore in this video. I've kind of gone through all the reasons why I think this is the bottom in multiple videos, so do check those out. But essentially now is, in my opinion, the time to really be focusing in on those altcoins, doing the research that helps you identify the projects that you want to make sure that you've got some kind of exposure to, and dollar cost average into them. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. All I can do is give you my thoughts and opinions on the data as I see it here in the charts and the things that I would do in this space. When I see an altcoin at less than 90% of its all-time high, I want to buy that altcoin. It is simple as that, really, guys. And if you have found this video useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.